Hello lovelies, and welcome to a 12 by 12 scrapbook page. This is my first layout or my first project with my new creative team kit from Scrapbook Fantasies, and this is the Sunny Days collection. It is fabulous. The colors are beautiful. They're bright and sunny, obviously, but yeah, some beautiful colors, some great florals. And yeah, it was hard for me to decide what photo to scrap first. But I saw this gorgeous pink paper, and as I was flicking through my album, I actually found the perfect photo that would work with this. So I've already fussy cut my bits and pieces. The thing I love about the Scrapbook Fantasies collections is with the paper, there is always some great fussy cut pieces, always some paper that have pieces to fussy cut on the back. So you always get a lot of embellishments out of these. And yeah, so I went through and I fussy cut my bits and pieces already. This is my photo. So this is a picture I took of Ruby at school. They have this beautiful garden, and as you can see, there's lots of green. It's absolutely gorgeous. But I'm taking the color from her shirt. So I'm using the green to contrast with all this pink. And I wanted to, I know I wanted to have something in the middle of my two coloured pieces. So I decided to use some white cardstock, and then I've ripped up the top and the bottom with the pattern paper. And then I decided to come in with some watercolours. Now, I use a lot of water. Now, with watercolours, water is your white. So if you want a lighter version of your colour, you add more water. So I have used a lot of water on this, and then I use my paper towel, mop it up, and as you can see, I took off most of it. I did want a very, very pale, but this was too pale. So I come back in with a little bit more. We do it again, and I end up being really, really happy with my background. Again, I add a lot of water because I do like a lot of movement in my watercolors. I like it to be very flowy, very organic. I don't like the solid brush strokes on the edges when I do a puddle of watercolor in the middle of my layout. I just like that flowy look, so I always use a lot of water. Now, as you can see, it has warped my layout a lot, but I learned a trick. I have a Mink machine. It is big enough for 12 by 12, so I have learned that if you have a warped page, put it through your Mink. And as you can see, it flattens it out quite nicely. So I do this often if I've added a lot of water to a page. I've added some gold splatters because if you actually look at the pattern paper, between each of those little scallops, it's gold. So the gold splatters just added to it perfectly. And it also gave me the chance to add a bit of pretty bling to my layout a bit later on. So I have been trying to use title thickers because I have heaps of them. And I found this beautiful smile, which I think sums up this photo quite perfectly. Funnily enough, I was actually going to put my title on the right hand side, but it ended up working better on the left. And I do like that the fonts are two different. One's a cursive, one's a plain. I do like that. So I've put my title down, and then I'm going to come in and embellish my photo. Now, yes, I am embellishing on the right hand side, but I figure because my title is on the left and the bigger chunk of pattern paper at the top is on the left too, it sort of balances out that way. Normally I would cluster on opposite sides of my photo, not on the same. But I think the way the layout comes together, my title becomes my third point of my triangle, so it sort of balances out that way. And I do love how it looks. So these are some beautiful pink flowers. Again, I'm going with the pink and the green. And these beautiful pink flowers that I fussy cut just pop beautifully. And the green ties in with those gorgeous ferns in the background. So this collection was absolutely made for this photo, or this photo was made for this collection, I should say. So it was the perfect photo to kick off my playing with the Sunny Days collection. Lots and lots of fun. So I have gone into my stash and brought out some wood veneer. I just felt it needed something else just to add to my clusters because they were only small. So I got some wood veneer hearts. I've recently cleaned up my desk and I have found all my little pretty embellishments that I've been buying. And so these are easily accessed, which, you know, is a big bonus for me. If I'm going to use it, it needs to be close by. And so I'm just gluing down some different sized hearts. And then I'm going to come in with some sequins. I go through my sequins and decide between my pink or my green. I decided to go with the pink. And I decided to go with this shade of pink because I think it just matched the pattern paper quite nicely. Adding to my clusters again, and then because you can't have enough bling, once I've put my sequins down, I also come in with some rhinestones as well, just to add some more little blingy sprinkly bits to my layout. And like I said, because that shiny gold is in the pattern paper, it just draws it all together quite nicely. And I just love adding little sprinkly bits to my little clusters. I just feel it ties it all together quite nicely. So yeah, like I was saying, this is the Sunny Days collection, and I had a lot of fun with this. I have already planned my next layout. I'm very excited to share it with you, but for now, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed my layout. This is, yeah, probably, I absolutely love this collection, and this picture is absolutely perfect. I love this layout so much, and I hope you've enjoyed watching. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back real soon. Bye for now.